They invested in invest in real estate. Let's invest in real estate. Let's leave the funeral homes. I'm just okay, so this is my camera stand that I found This is a tripod. I should film from a tripod. Look, somebody picture me up. Listen, I will never not have a phone. I will always have a phone. Crackhead. I will always have a phone. I'm never going into no mental institute or to no jail. I am so grown. That is never happening. In this life, a lot of us may be murdered, kidnapped, fucking harassed, mentally abused. No one can physically put their hands on you. Know yourself. These I employed a lot of people within COVID. You know, safety. You know, rules, protocols, follow the rules, live your life, have fun, go to a picnic, do yoga at the park, um, do yoga, go swimming, take swimming lessons, go to the spa, go on Groupon, whatever, whatever. Sleep outside sometimes, find your home, the home, whatever, whatever, whatever. Um, Everything else is mental and you can have friends, not have friends, uh, whatever, 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 make it work. So Jasmine does it. What do I do? Everything, everything. Yo, call me loud. Oh, Disturbance with Jasmine 101, episode 2. Oh, shit. So, the man. Listen, I'm fake Schmeck. Okay, so the thing is this. So, congratulations to everybody that, rocks with the JDI rules. JDI. Back to school, back to school. I'm about to go make me a salad, couple noodles maybe, but more than likely a salad, some boiled eggs. Mix that shit up. Mix the eggs with the salad, some salt, vinegar, black pepper, or some vinegar, or some Italian, or some balsamic. Some balsamic from the Zelly. Okay, I do my own nails. They got potential. I just need to get a scraper and found them one. What I do though, I employ my billions. Many millionaires. Many millions. For the ones because people say millions, and it's really many millionaires. So the future millionaires. So the big ones, the small ones, so the everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Listen, respect yourself. They say obey your parents and relatives, aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers. I'm a mother, I'm a father. It goes on and on and on and on as a generation. And, you know, we created authority or respect to respect people's spaces, respect people's minds, and things like that. So after the police and the internet got refunded and defunded and they run up in people's houses, because a lot of us experienced police brutality within COVID 19 and way before then. So, for disorderly conduct from police officers during a pandemic over again, during a civil war in the world where ISIS and crisis and things like that supposed to just works against everyone in this world, and people like that idea of just something working against somebody so much to the point where everybody just joins their own little fusion of just against it. So Jasmine does it, I do hair, I do communication, public speaking. I do, little picnics, annual here and there, do a little gatherings, little mind work, write it down, whatever. My little circles here and there sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Very thought out, like a piece of steak. So for us to just leverage, just run into problems or problems show up to you or whatever, everything is organizedly planned. I think everybody should be good. Everybody should be safe. Everybody, if you at my house, then you at my crib. There's 12 buildings, 24 floors on each floors. That's what the story is. There's like 6 sequel books of chicken soups and all these girls' teenage souls and protect your face, pussy. Let me start. Protect your face, your vagina, your assholes, as men and women, and trans men, trans women, and stuff like that. And some people have protocols, and sometimes it works for some people. And unfortunately and misfortunately, sometimes people want to forcefully make misfortunates happen, and unfortunately, to all the misfortunates and the fortunate ones, Jasmine does it. Continue to be great. I'm not gonna stop dropping jewels. Um, to demands, which is a new thing for saving demands. Jasmine. Wait. Fuck. What I said, Jasmine and demands. Okay, Jasmine and demands. Jasmine and demands. Jasmine and demands. Jasmine. Anywho. Well, I get cute because I'm having an allergic reaction to COVID. That happened 9 years ago. It's been 13 years since I seen my fucking Miss Patty and Jayla. So I haven't seen Jayla or Patty since 2004. And I'm not mad. It's almost 2:32, bro. It's almost 2032, but we ain't there yet. 2019 was literally COVID-19. So wait, COVID-19 started in 2018. COVID-19 started in 2018, so it finished in 2021. 2022 got popping with the stories on Snapchat. Then everybody was going through karma 2020. So karma's over 2020. Everybody have not learned their lesson. And so the games began, and Jasmine does it, and I'm out. Hasta la vista, luego. And I do want some Mexican milk. I would love some Mexican milk right now. But to each his own. And also, I'm stuck right here. I can't breathe. Staten Island, shout out Staten Island. Shout out to Brooklyn, Jersey, Queens, New York, Jasmine Camera. Jasmine does it. Welcome to JDI. JDI 2. Obey your mothers and fathers, uncles, grandparents, all those good stories for good karma. And good energy given when you give good energy. So sometimes I speak in little, not ebonics, but like in ways where you should just get it, and I have to go back in what I'm saying for my health and my sanity, for the simple fact that What I take, you take. That's good. But if you have a feedback today at 20 minutes and 1 second, in 60 seconds, I would really feel a little strange. Sure, sure. So before you respond, which is a mass group who are very adapted to adapting. I adapt well. My response to organized plans, you can't make no mistakes if you organize them. You feel me? So the fact that there's a group, mass group, who had this organized skill, you understand, and things that are going right in their organized plans. Jazz does have to take over in real life, and y'all are here for those reasons. And that was my break to give you guys y'all independence back. No sex trafficking. I almost got sex trafficked at a hotel. Um, Regular black girl story, white girl story, black man story, white man story. Be safe, everyone. Jasmine does it. What does Jasmine do? Everything. What do you want to do? Baby, everything. Come to Jasmine does it. Book a consultation. Um, and just don't be misguided. I'm outside 10 a.m. on Myrtle Avenue. Just kidding. Listen, hands up, don't shoot. They did legalize guns and weapons and things like that for safety and to protect yourselves. But be safe in that. Everyone be safe in that, all right? We're going to talk more if you want to talk more. Because some people, when I'm me being a public figure also, and talk about what's going on in the public and not like past lives, people's traumas and things like that, which mental health coaches do, which I also do mental health and things like that. But y'all want to talk more on the public health and public safety and things like that, because how do I feel about guns being legalized? I feel like hands up, don't shoot. Nah, well, that became a catchy phrase. I feel like everybody, whoever came up with the legalized guns, have a good mental health again, like 1972. But with authority, me being a civilian and somebody of figure and somebody of advocacy for somebody who believes in my movement and stuff like that, I would say believe in yourself, safety, and love is love, and feel yourself. Know that you are powerful, and believe in your community and the group, the mass group over you, or you feel like over you sometimes, like whoever made the gun license legal, they had to talk to the president. The president legalized it. The president took down on the governor, whatever, of the community states, all 151 states of America. With that girl Jasmine, they had to literally go to higher up, which they are. Some of them are higher up, whatever positions that they're in, and they came to a conclusion of legalizing guns or whatever, which are built military weaponizers, just for safety and to fight. But sometimes, not always to fight, is for protection. You understand? But some people have gotten like really arrested and locked up for having guns and things like that. So the best thing to do is have a legalized weapon on you for your sanity, for your mental health, and for the protection of others and the protection of yourself in response to someone feeling an anxiety of such a powerful, protective, or something that could use to be harmed or to prevent harm I would love some of y'all take on it. Be safe though, everyone, including myself. And $600 to $1,200 every 6 months to 12 months was a good run. Understand? Sign up for better health, mental wealth, urgent care. Jasmine does it. Get with Jasmine does it. You become a repellent to a lot of enforced, weaponized things that is misused. So for me to joke, or not joke, but to take legalizing the gun serious, I think that with people with organized plans and things like that, there's like slight to no chance of them making a mistake that's very uh not that safe. You understand? If they can make a mistake and they can be so organized, legalizing the gun shouldn't make you feel unsafe in this world. But there should be the proper ways to do things. So no, you cannot just be having no guns around you all, duh, right? Unless you are a protected person of the states or of your property, and you're promoting yourself. So if you are someone of pedestrians or anybody else who feel unsafe in this world, and you're in such position as an officer and such things like that, then you guys shouldn't be questioned. So um, for me to take it serious, I think that shit, there are guns, right? Yes. So that's what it is. As far as compromising somebody's independence and free will, I think that you guys should we should all know this whole karmic stuff and to karma stuff, and y'all know whose shoes you guys should be feeling, which is your own self. You should feel your own shoes so that you don't have to come to no one for nothing or need nothing from no one. So I have a mass group of people here at my home from a video that went viral about 11 years ago. And my circle and the circle are literally here asking me for someone to twerk. And I literally am all out of twerkers. So we are in the middle of a all lives and Black Lives Matter in real life still. I used to live on Staten Island, so a lot of us used to live on Staten Island. Something just really recently happened in Staten Island. So, which he was tackled, you understand? It has nothing to do with the gun law, but it has something to do with police overstepping and compromising his free will and his rights by putting their hands on him and choking him in the public eye and just choking him at all. So outside of me doing film and videos and being a public figure and meeting people with a picture and saying whatever, and branding online and things like that, I have people now questioning other people's stories and role in my life. and it's compromising my whole. It's compromising me in a way. It's not compromising my life. It's compromising me in a way. So it's like illegal in a way. So for somebody to be it, I live here. I've been living here. I live in New York City. I buy all my things. I buy my clothes. I buy my phones. I buy all my stuff since forever. Now since like 18 years old. So since 18 years old, I've been providing for myself, literally. So for me to have a business that's public and giving people a career to confidence, and for these people to have this mental health to overstep, and the president to the senator giving, pedestrians the right to have guns. I think that the police should just literally stand in their position and create that army that they have outside my home and stay there. Because I was disrespected off the strength of me being a brown black girl. So I had no respect for me being in the same field, me being in the same world. You understand? As everyone, as my neighbor, to the person downstairs, to having to go through this run every 30 years or every March 30th, which is my birthday, to say happy birthday to homegirl or to say happy birthday to homeboy. So me having my own life and somebody disrespecting me and coming to my home and compromising me, what would be your thing to do? Call the police. The police do what? The police does nothing. So now I have a mass group at my home who are now, they're not a threat, but there are some people who are not making sense to being a part of my story or have a role in my life. But then they do. They are relatives through like photos of me. You understand, like that? So it's like almost still compromising. So they're relatives, you understand? They're relatives from a mom or a father. So they moms and their fathers are relatives and they're relatives to themselves. I party, I go out, I party, I do little wine tastings, I go to the liquor store wine tastings, I have like a little fun lifestyle. You understand? So it's cool to come here, do that. I have a mass group here who tried to hurt me, and I said to them, I would love them to leave me alone. Which is my mom and my dad's relatives, some of them. So, the police questioned them, like, oh, did y'all try to sacrifice her or whatever. They did the little TV show. They like, yeah, making a joke about it or whatever. All right, the joke's over, right? I cut my hair. It's a joke. Like, I'm the joke of the thing, right? So now I have no response to someone who became a fan within a year also. And then has a whole mental blueprint of my actual whole identity to life. So the delusion is becoming, colorist. You understand? I have been literally profiled of my color. So something seriously has to happen within their side of their selves. And I'm happy as fuck because I don't have anything to do with them. I want them to go live their life, go to the castle. You understand? Go to palm trees, eat oysters, eggs, steak. You understand? But to try to create a conversation over me in a false life of created in my whole life and trying to compromise my mental health, I think that I really have no response. I will not mention these people. I declined the offer. I'm not doing no TV show. I look at myself as a, independent black woman. I had cut ties and become spiritual when somebody wants to just compromise you. So there was a dude who had compromised me in that way once before. And, I called the police in 2020. They're on a TV show. I'm like, congratulations. They have kids with my sister, my brother, and my cousin. Homegirl, congratulations. She has a relationship with the homeboy. I have a running on since they try to mess my mental health. I'm listening. Y'all can't kill me. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all can sit here with P. Diddy to Christian Coles. Christian Coles, my neighbor, and the girl that twerks, they're gonna have a thing together for life because everything is funny to them. So until then, they're related. Some of these people also are related to a relative of mine, which is my mother and my dad. You understand? So it looks like I've been cheated. You understand? Like, look like I got jumped, and they keep trying to make me look like this abused, black girl, and I can't respond to somebody's perspective of false, things that have happened to me. You understand? That made to shake their confidence and something like that. But however, for my audience and my little engagements or whatever, I'm gonna do it for y'all or whatever. It's for all lives, Black Lives Matter. That she's an African American, Caribbean descent girl who I've helped. Her career went booming. You understand? Jasmine does it. She blew right out of Jasmine does it. I found her a little manager, a friend group, everything. There's a guy who blew blossom out of Jasmine does it. He did paintings. He did paint. Whatever. I have a hairstylist who blew out of Jasmine does it. Congratulations. He's located in South Florida. That is my business. That is my brand. Jasmine does it. If you wanted to put me on the internet, or if you wanted to make me famous, that's fine. That's cool. I have a business. I have services. Locations everywhere. However, it's nothing to cross that work if I cannot work with 100 people today or 100 people tomorrow. Also, it's wrong and right. No one's supposed to be in my home stalking me. That's just period. You understand? So the police did not let me down. The police literally let themselves down. The president, the it's like all men. You understand? Because we all know each other in real life because of the simple fact that we're all publicly, just publicly programmed on the internet and on the phones and on the TVs and things like that. So being that I have a online business and they can take from my online business, that is what I'm saying. So Jasmine does it is literally, that's what it is. It is multi. Not only did I draw a poetry in 2008, you understand, or what I'm genuinely not trying to talk about, what I'm not going to talk about, you understand? Which is going to be forever talked about, Princess Shaft, all this, the Cartoon Networks. A lot of people have played a part in, but, I am who I am. The police was refunded in 2009. You understand? The president. What was the presidency run last year? The president just got back in office last year. New York has been literally off the ropes. There was a show filmed. There's shows filmed over here all the time. So I have a cameo in a show. Which has become a spiritual conversation because these people try to hurt me time and time over. So now it's becoming a rich situation. We're in the internet. We're famous. The girls and the guys are trespassing at my home. Again, it's wrong. Period. The police is not leaving. The governor of New York City is not leaving. The senator of New York City is not leaving. The president of New York City is not leaving. I am running the whole campaign of protecting yourself in life. And that's just what's going on, whether it sounds good or bad. And for someone who wants to sit there and harass me for a response for me to sound me, fuck you. That is the response in real life. I'm not changing that. And that's just what's going on. So me being famous for something very good is what it's gonna be. Somebody wanted to do something phony is gonna be projected on a TV show for life. You understand? I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. I don't need nobody to buy me anything. I don't need nobody to surprise me anything. I don't need nothing from no one. Don't put your hands on me. That's all adults, children, men and women. And we have nothing to have any fights about, no arguments about. I have not had an argument with a man, child, woman, or trans at all. So I have no insecurities of being selfless or defenseless to anybody who have these past lives aggressions created. So the confidence in trespassing at somebody's home and adapting to that is the same confidence I have in me being bold and literally having no edges. Like, so that, let that go over your head. So Jasmine doesn't became a brand off of something that I do. You understand? And then I created a logo in it, a slur, a slang. What is it called? Like a slang in it, a saying in it. Who does your hair? So when you're doing stuff like, oh, this is your nails, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just,
I Jasmine.
Right. So I just literally created brands from Dragon Tales. I'm not sorry at nobody else's perspective of me in a real life job of like fighting and stuff like that. So like, you know, so to each his own. Respect what you want, respect what you don't, whatever's good coming out of here. For somebody to just be like, I'm standing on how I'm saying, people make mistakes all the time. You make mistakes. I'm very grown. I'm doing very well. If I have to put my foot down or have to take control of something, there's nothing going wrong in there. So the fact that you can't make no rules is the confidence that you should just have towards a response that you should just have to me and what y'all did in the internet of somebody that's famous and who have good titties. So that's just what's going on. So everything is word of mouth. 2019, COVID-19, you know, from partying to being the crazy girl with the short hair to being the brown, black, monkey looking girl or whatever, to it should have went like this, you know what I'm saying? But it went like this. Perspective is beyond me, has nothing to do with me. Now, Planned Parenthood and pro-woman, pro-mans, and pro-trans and trans women, to paternity, to infertility, to fertile, to in vitro, to all those things. Congratulations again. Love is love. All that stuff. Jasmine does it. What does Jasmine do? Everything. I'm just not only a communist